Hello and welcome. My name's Laura and I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about what MSc has got coming up. So if you weren't here yesterday, I'll just explain how this is going to work. We've been really busy the last few weeks at MSc while lockdown's been going on, coming up with lots of great new ideas for shows for you guys. And we're going to be doing a live launch show for each of these shows. Today is the second of 11, so don't worry, you haven't missed too much if this is the first time you've tuned in. We'll be going through all 11 of these and talking to you about what ideas we've got, and also trying to get feedback from you, so you guys can let us know what you want us to make content about. So I'll just pop in the comments, see if we've got a few people here. Got Emily and Erin. Hi, let us know how your day's been. It's really good to see you guys back again. Hope you're doing okay. I'll just chat for another minute or so and then we'll get stuck into talking about today's show, which is Creative Studio. As I said just now, one of 11 shows we've got coming up soon. And yeah, we're here to get feedback from you guys and talk to you a bit about the plans that we've been coming up with. If you already have the MSc app, then we're also going to be making some really big changes to the app, which we're really excited about, to show off these new shows even better. So if you don't have the MSc app, now's a good time to download it so that you're all ready to go when we launch our new version of the app. Okay, I'm going to get started talking about Creative Studio because this video is going to be online for a while afterwards, so we can keep getting feedback. So if you are watching this on catch up and not live, then there's still a chance to leave your feedback. Just pop them down in the comments below and we will be sure to take that on board. So as I already said, we've got 11 new shows that we're working on to bring to you guys, to hopefully give you guys exactly what you want out of MSc, breaking stuff down into different subjects and categories for you to really get stuck into what you really care about. Yesterday we had our first show, which was the uni show, and today, as you'll probably already be aware, it's Creative Studio that we're going to be talking about. Tomorrow we're talking about business matters, and then on Thursday we're talking about 100% Oxbridge. Then fast forwarding a few days, on Sunday we're going to be talking about the performer, then Think Psychology on Monday the 4th, Inside Medicine on Tuesday the 5th, the EPQ Guide on Wednesday 6th, and Law Cafe on Thursday the 7th of May. And then the last two shows we'll be talking about are Innovation Hub on 10th of May and the GCSE show on Monday the 11th of May, which would have been the first day of GCSEs. Those are all the shows we've been working on. Let us know which ones you're most excited about, what you are really looking forward to watching, and let us know if you've got any ideas for content for any of these shows. But as I said before, today we're here to talk specifically about Creative Studio, tell you a bit about what we've got planned and get feedback from you guys about what you want to see. So first up, I'm going to show you guys a little trailer we've been working on with Emma Louise, who was going to be our exam season presenter. She's still doing a bit of work with us, which is really great. And yeah, here's a little trailer telling you a bit more about Creative Studio.
Creative minds need a place to thrive, and MSc is really excited to launch Creative Studio, a brand new show especially for you. Creative Studio's live shows will explore all aspects of the sector, from subjects and portfolio building to studying at degree level and breaking into the industry. We'll be hearing from experts, teachers and current students, as well as looking at amazing pieces from people who love to create. We'll also have interactive content designed with you in mind.
But there's never going to be anything that can create like people can.
As you can see, it's kind of an assemblage, so I had to be outside for quite a lot of it.
Love to hear from you guys with content ideas as we build towards our launch. You can also download the MSc app for bonus content and send us your contributions. See you soon.
Hey, and I'm back. So let us know what you thought about that trailer. That was Emma Louise talking to you a bit about what plans we've got for Creative Studio. So yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you're particularly excited about. So you may have seen on our YouTube channel, we put a poll out yesterday afternoon on our community tab about, again, potential ideas for content for Creative Studio. And as it stands, we've got 80 votes with a couple of really clear winners here that people are keen to learn more about. So we've got studying creative subjects at uni, which 36% of you said you'd be interested in. Then 32% of you said you'd be interested in learning about building a portfolio for different creative subjects. Then down at 14%, we've got creative careers. At 8% sharing MSc views, creative projects, and 10% other, although no one's commented on what the other is. We also had a few comments on our Instagram story from yesterday with people talking about, ideas for staying creative during lockdown. There was one asking for suggestions for best creative apps, and someone else asking about, I think, media studies, and also someone saying they'd be interested in learning about graphic design. So thank you for everyone who voted in our poll and everyone who's left us a comment. Keep those ideas and comments coming in. So we're really here to find out from you guys what kind of content you want, and yeah, what we can make for you. So based on the results of those polls, I'm just going to go through the top three and talk a little bit more about possible content ideas, topics that we could cover, but also different ways in which we could cover different creative subjects. So first up here, we've got creative courses. First thing we would imagine we'd be covering is some tips and advice for you guys choosing a creative course if you want to. Well, I think at college and also then at university, what things you could look for in terms of choosing a course and your university. So you might really love art at A level, but have not really looked into different sorts of creative subjects that you might want to study. So we'll be looking at some of those, different subjects for you, unpicking what different subjects actually mean, what the courses would be like, different exams and coursework, and anything else like that. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, let us know, pop it in the comments. If there are any particular courses you'd be interested in, again, let us know. Leave us a message, leave us a comment, and we will do our best to bring you that content. So next up on our list here, we've got going to a specialist college versus just a normal university. So if you're a creative person, you might want to do a creative subject at uni, but you don't know whether you want to go to a specialist art and design college or if you want to study those subjects at a kind of normal university. So we'll be looking at some of those specialist art colleges in a lot more detail. We're really hoping once this lockdown has ended that we can be back in London and really, doing this work on the ground, getting into these art colleges, meeting admissions tutors and lecturers and current students, and bringing you all the most up-to-date and fresh information that we can. So again, let us know if this is something you are interested in. If there's any particular colleges or universities you are interested in and want us to look at, just leave us comments, leave us messages, let us know. And then the last thing we've got here in terms of applying for creative courses at uni is preparing that application. So you may have heard a bit from your school about preparing UCAS applications in general, but obviously creative courses might have slightly different elements, different deadlines. You might have to go to an interview or prepare a portfolio, and your personal statement obviously will be focused on these creative or your creative subjects, your creativity, as opposed to some of the different elements that you might put in for other subjects. So that's some of the ideas we've had for covering creative courses. Let us know if there's anything else you want to see there, or if there are any of these that you think will be particularly useful. So we're just here to get as much feedback from you guys as possible. So I'll move on to the next topic we looked at, which was specifically building a portfolio. Just mentioned that a couple of seconds ago, for creative courses at university, often you will be asked to provide a portfolio of work, which is something that can be quite daunting for a lot of people. Again, you might not have really done anything like this before. So we want to help you guys with that as much as we can. So we've got 3 bullet points here again to go through. First up, the requirements and different styles of portfolio. So lots of different subjects might require a portfolio, but what that portfolio looks like, well, it might be really different between different subjects. A fine art portfolio might be really different from a graphic design portfolio, which is going to be really different again from a photography portfolio. So we'll be going through some of the differences between these different subjects. But then the other thing is that different universities might have quite different requirements for your portfolio, even within the same subject. So one university's photography portfolio requirements might differ quite a bit from another university's. Again, we're going to be unpicking that and hopefully giving you guys some tips on how to meet these requirements for different universities and different courses. So let us know if there are any particular subjects you're interested in, any particular questions you have. Let us know in the comments, and we'll take all of that on board. So next up here, we've got expert advice. As I mentioned just before, we're really hoping to be back in London on the ground once lockdown's over, and meeting as many people from universities and art colleges and as possible. They're bringing you that advice from the kind of people who would be assessing your portfolios and the people who really know what they're talking about. Also, hopefully get some advice from recent students, so people who are not too much older than you guys who have been through this process, getting some tips from them, what they wish they knew, all that kind of thing. So let us know if that's something you'd be interested in. Again, particular subjects you want more information on, let us know. And then the last thing we've got here is talking about your work. So for a lot of these creative courses, you might submit your portfolio and then be invited to an interview to talk about your work. And that's something that maybe is a skill that a lot of people haven't had much practice at if you're still at school, actually kind of talking to experts, professors and things about the work that you've been doing. So we'll be delving into that a bit more, giving you some tips on how to do that and ways that you can practice. Really show off in the best possible way all the hard work you've done. So that's kind of what we've talked about so far in terms of building a portfolio. Let us know if there's other questions you have or other topics you want covered within this, and we'll do our best. So I will move on to our last slide now, which is creative careers. So this came third in our poll on our YouTube channel in terms of the topics that you guys want us to cover in Creative Studio. So I'll just go through these points again. First up, we are really keen to bring you guys some industry insights. So again, speaking to as many people who are working in these creative industries, finding out what they love about their job, all the things you might not have expected about a different career paths, and just bringing you as much first-hand advice and insight as we possibly can. Next up here, we've got getting experience. So a lot of career sectors, including the creative industry, can be really, really competitive if you want to break into the industry, and an important part of that is going to be getting experience. So we'll be talking to some people who are, again, not too much older than you, who've been through the process, getting advice from them, what experience they got, how, giving you some tips and advice there. Let us know if this is something you think would be useful, if there's particular types of experience or particular industries that you'd be keen to learn more about. Let us know. And then the last thing we've got here, which I did already just mention, is so how do you break into the industry in such a competitive environment? We'll be getting tips from people working in the industry to, I guess, hear from them. They can share their stories. You can hopefully get some advice from them on how to break into this industry, which, hopefully will be useful for you guys. Let us know. So we're here to get as much advice, insight from you guys as possible for what you want us to cover. But that's where we're at the moment. As I said earlier, we've been working really hard the last few weeks on 11 different new shows, and we're going to be doing a live launch chat for each of them, like this one today. So yesterday we had the uni show, today is Creative Studio, and we've still got 9 more to go. I'm going to show you our Creative Studio trailer again just now. This is with our presenter Emma Louise, who we've been working with. She's going to be telling you guys a bit more about Creative Studio and what to expect. So here's that trailer.
Creative minds need a place to thrive, and MSc is really excited to launch Creative Studio, a brand new show especially for you. Creative Studio's live shows will explore all aspects of the sector, from subjects and portfolio building to studying at degree level and breaking into the industry. We'll be hearing from experts, teachers and current students, as well as looking at amazing pieces from people who love to create. We'll also have interactive content designed with you in mind.
But there's never going to be anything that can create like people can.
As you can see, it's kind of an assemblage, so I have to be outside for quite a lot of it.
Love to hear from you guys with content ideas as we build towards our launch. You can also download the MSc app for bonus content and to send us your contributions. See you soon.
So that was Emma Louise talking to you a bit more about Creative Studio, some of the plans we've got for the second of our brand new shows. Let us know what you thought. Again, any topics you're particularly excited about or any other topics you really want us to cover. Today in our live stream, we've talked a little bit about creative uni courses, a bit about building a portfolio, and a little bit about creative careers. These are 3 areas that we're really keen to cover in Creative Studio. So let us know which of these you find really exciting, and also what other areas, within the creative industries or subjects you might be interested in. One thing we haven't really spoken about at all today is creative school subjects. So let us know in the comments and the chat if that's something you want us to cover in a bit more detail. We're just here to get as much feedback from you guys as possible. So as I've already mentioned, today is live show number 2 of 11, talking about the new shows that we've been working on. Yesterday we had the uni show, today is Creative Studio, and here are all the dates for the other 9 shows. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 talking about business matters, and back again on Thursday at 4:30 to talk about 100% Oxbridge. And then we've got the Performer, Think Psychology, Inside Medicine, the EPQ Guide, Law Cafe, Innovation Hub, and the GCSE show all coming up soon. You can see all those dates here. Let us know which ones you're excited about, which ones you're looking forward to, and really excited to tell you about our plans for all of these shows. So that was Creative Studio today. We are looking forward to speaking to you guys again tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all your comments, all your messages, and I'll be back tomorrow. So see you guys soon. Thanks very much.